Hi everybody, this is Nick from Bruto Bello and Carillon Audio Blog. I just wanted to show a quick demo of something I was just talking about on my blog, which is using my Korg DSS-1 as an audio processor. So the Korg DSS-1 is a 12-bit sampler, and it allows you to process or to monitor your audio in real time as you're recording into it. So I realized that, of course, I can just send audio through it in real time and record the output right back into my DAW and essentially get the D to A process and A to D process that you get inside of the sampler, but in real time. The DSS-1 also allows you to choose different sampling frequencies. So it has 16-bit, 16K, 24K, 32K, and 48K. So you can actually get varying degrees of sampling frequency reduction. Excuse me. So, without further ado, I just wanted to show you what it sounds like to process a few different things. So I'm going to be showing you first an unadulterated one, and you can pay attention to the EQ curve here of what's happening. I've got my meter over here giving us an RMS value right here and a peak value right here. And you can see that the peak value I've adjusted, so the pre-signal, the signal that has not gone through the DSS-1, and the post signal, which has gone through the DSS-1, have both the same peak value, but most often I take that back, 100% of the time, the post DSS-1 signal has a much hotter RMS value. It's just the DSS-1 adds a low-end girth and deepness. It adds some saturation and compression to the sound. So here we go. Let's hear it. So the kick drum's right around here. We'll look at our peak value over here for our toms, or conga. So as you can see, they're both negative 7.8 for their peak. This one's got a negative 21.8 RMS value, so it's really boosting up compared to the non, which is around 26.3, 26.2. So you're getting another almost, well, it's about 4 dB RMS value on that particular loop. But you can see you get a lot more low end when we play this one here, the processed. It's almost like adding low end to it that's not there on the previous version. Cool, let's hear an 808 kick drum. So negative 3.5, about 20.7, 20.4 RMS. Same peak, but now we're at negative 13.1, so almost 7 dB more. Obviously this one's a little bit more saturated in distortion, and I wanted to get that sort of sound. But you can see this is peaking right off the top there. Now an interesting side note, let's look at the actual waveform of this guy right here. When we check this out, look at that initial attack and shape of that. Let's look at the processed one through the DSS-1. Obviously, right away you see a huge difference, right? Holy moly, huge difference. This one has way more spikiness to the front, and this one has a lot more meat and body to it. So it loses some of its initial attack, the volume of that initial attack versus this one. but it sure changes all of that. It adds more kind of grittiness and harshness to that front end. Even though it's not louder, it's actually quieter than this initial attack. This adds a lot more body to it, a lot more just sound overall. Again, it's a little more distorted and such. So now let's hear one last one. I'll compare the much beloved Akai Rhythm Wolf drum machine here. I got her loop. We're at about negative 18.2, around 1.3. And again, here we almost have 5 dB more on RMS value. Adds a ton more low end. My snare drum's actually slightly quieter in this. Peaks out right around here. Whereas that's a little bit hotter. And if you look at these two ones, you get the same type of idea. Here's the plain one and the processed one. Make those about the same. You can see this guy, the Rhythm Wolf's kick has a really strong negative swing on it. So it almost spikes out and is really hot. Versus this, which is more even, positive and negative. So you get just a lot more volume to it overall. Anyway, I hope that gives you a quick demonstration of what you can do by running some signal through a Korg DSS-1 or really any other processor, any other device out there that you may have. People run their sound through modular synthesizers or anything like that just to get a different sound, and the idea is pretty straightforward. You've got these devices that may or may not improve the certain sound, but try it out. Why the heck not, you know? This keyboard's sitting in my closet and it took nothing to just run a signal into it and right back out, and I'm able to get that same sort of grit and girth to low frequencies and drums that I can get by sampling into it. But instead of going through all the trouble of sampling into it, I can just run any signal through it. So if one day I pull a loop up that I wish I had on the Korg DSS or DSS-1, I don't need to record it into the DSS-1. I just can run it right through there in real time, and I'm all set. So, like I say, hopefully this gives you some inspiration, and I hope you can do something good with it. Thanks a lot for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my blog, please do, and follow me on YouTube here as well. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a good one. Bye.